Hi everyone, once again welcome to G Lessons, and please consider liking this video, and don't forget to click that subscribe button below and the bell notification for updates. Now this time we are going to discuss all about the principles of joining, because that is the very difficult part of all the students or stenographers on how to join the symbol. So I will be giving you techniques on how to do that. All right, now may I give you the principles of joining, because basically no the hard time of writing shorthand is when to write the vowel. It's either when are you going to decide whether you're going to write the vowel or the circles clockwise or counterclockwise. When are you going to use a left S or right S? When are you going to use over if and under if, those rules. So we will have a short recap of that, so that we will be able to understand fully the right direction of writing the shorthand. Okay. All right, the first rule here, or the first principle, says that circles are written inside curves and outside the angles. Okay, so first we have to know what are the curves that we do have. Like we have the curve symbol, like, all right, letter S, that is a curve, downward curve. We have the V, downward curve, that is F, it's another curve. We do have also the R as a forward curve, and the L, of course, that's another curve. Okay, this is your letter K, and this is your letter, the sounds of K. Now, if you know all the curves, according to the rule, you are going to write the circle inside the curves. So, meaning to say, this portion is the inside part, this part, and also this part. This portion is the inside part, this one, and here and here. So let's have an example for this rule. For the word safe that we have in lesson 1, safe. Okay, S is a curve and F is a curve. So meaning to say, the circle should be written inside the curve. Example, so we have the S. Where is now the curve? Here is the inside. All right. S and a big circle, and that is another curve. This portion is what we call the inside curve, inside of the curve. All right. Next example, we have the word late. All right. L is another curve. So we have to join the circle, which is letter A, inside the curve. This is your letter L. Where is inside? This is the inside part. So we have to join there the circle, okay, and then upward for letter T. Okay, so that's it. Remember that circles are written inside the curve. All right. Another example. This is the word relief. All right. So we have to identify what are the curves there. We do have the R, L, and F. All of them are uh, curve symbols. We do have the R, and then E sounds, and then L, and then E sounds, and F. So you see, this portion is your inside. That's one. That is why the circle should be written counterclockwise to be able to write the circle inside the curve. So that is the principle in joining the circle. Now, what about the outside angle? Okay, so according to the rule, we are going to use the joining the circles outside the angle. Example, here the word is same. Okay, so let's try to omit this one. That is S and A and M. Okay, this is the angle. So we have to join the circle outside of the angle. Since this is your angle, okay, this one, okay, this is the outside of the angle. So we have to write here the circle. Another example, we have the word needless. Okay, needless. Okay, okay. So we have the letter sounds of N and then E and T and then L and S. So you see why E is here? Because we do have the angle here. We can find angle here, and this is the outside part. So we have to join the circle outside the angle. There. Okay? So that is the rule. So I hope you understand the ruling there in joining the circle inside the curves and outside the angle. Okay, for principle number 3, all right, according to the rule, the O hook, okay, O hook is written on its side before N and M. Okay. Example, I have discussed this before, but let me just recap on that. The word own, for instance, okay, the rule says you have to write the vowel O on the side of N. Okay, so this is O and N. Okay, or on the side of letter M. M, let's say for instance, the word is home. All right, so this is your O and then M. This is your letter H. So that is the example of how to write letter O before N and M. Unless, it says that unless a downward stroke or symbol comes before the hook or the O hook. Example, ano ibig sabihin nun? Unless a downward stroke comes before the O hook or the hook. Example, the word is phone. Okay? PH here is pronounced as letter F. See? Since we have a downward curve, O, regardless it is followed by N, you don't have to put that along the side or on its side, but instead, you have to really write exactly the O hook. Okay, this one. See that? Okay. The rule says as long as what? It is we have the downward stroke before the this is a downward stroke before the O hook. So kailangan daw buuin mo siya. It's not written along the side. All right? Another example, we do have the word bone. All right? Bone. Okay. So this is a downward symbol. We do have the O, and here is pronounced but not E, so we have to remove that one. So we have the B downward. Now we have the O sound deep hook, and then the N. End. Okay. Now why it's not written along the side? Because the O hook, it's what? We do have the downward curve. Okay, before the O hook. Alright. So that is the rule. Did you get me? Okay? Uulitin ko. You are going to write the symbol, the deep downward hook, when the downward stroke comes before, ibig sabihin bago, before O hook. This one is before we have the downward symbol, and then we do have the O hook. So meaning to say, you really have to write the deep hook before N. Alright. Next rule. We have the rule number 1, 2, 3, 4. Principle number 4. Between two curves written in opposite directions, the circle is written on the back of the first curve. Okay, so dalawang scenario yon. Opposite directions ang curve. So example, the word is uh, care. Alright, so we have to omit this one because it's not heard. Again, now we do have the K, which is K is facing down, right? And then we have here the circle. That's the letter A. R is facing up, that direction. Forward, but it's facing up, okay? This one, this is your letter K. Alright, it's opposite, okay? But it's written in the same direction, but as you can see, this one is facing down, this one is facing up. R is facing up. So that is opposite direction. So according to the rule, you have to write the circle where? Where are you going to write it? It's on the back of the first curve. So which one is the first curve? This one, letter K. So meaning to say, this is how to do it. Letter K, that is the first curve. Alright. Counterclockwise. That is your letter A. And then join the R. Okay. So this one is facing down. R is facing up. Alright. So that is the technique of joining the circles. Alright. Next example. The word is lake, for instance. Alright. L is forward. K is forward. Okay. However, we have to omit this one. L is facing that way. We have a big circle here. Letter K again is facing down, but it's forward. Okay. Since they have opposite direction, where are you going to put the circle again? Yes, at the back. Where? On the back of the first curve. So where? Let's try to write it. This is your letter L. Where is the back there? It's here. And then we have that letter K. There. But if you do have the same direction, where is it written? The rule number 1 applies to that. You have to write inside the curve. Okay. Another example. The word is rack. There. Okay. we have the sounds of R, A, and K. So this one is R facing up. We have a big circle, letter K facing down again. So that is opposite direction, all right? So we have to join that, put them together. R, this is the first curve, put it at the back, and then letter K. There. All right. I hope you understood the principles of joining the curves written in opposite direction. Okay, remember this is opposite direction. Okay, all right. So next rule, we do have the U hook is written on its side after N and M. All right. O hook is written after, this is after, kanina it's before, this time it's after, but we are talking about U hook there. Let's say for instance the word news. Okay, so we have the sounds of N and U and S, news. Okay, next the word is let's say the word noon. Okay, noon. That's N along the side and then N. Alright, because according to the rule, you have to write the U hook, okay, where? On its side after N and M. So, let's have another example. The word is move. Alright, so we have M, that's M. After that, it is followed by U along the side and then V, move. Okay, so that's it. So let's proceed another principle. Underneath. Okay, we're talking about here underneath. According to the rule, you only have to use underneath. All right, where and when? Where? After what? O R L or O R L. Make use of under if. The rest of the symbols you have to use over if. Example for under if. Okay. The word is health. Alright. So we have the letter sounds E and then L. Okay. Since this is L, we do have TH there. According to the rule, after ORL, use under if. We have to put a dot here that represent letter H. Another example, we have the word earth. Alright, this is R. We do have here the TH again, so use under if, joining that, E and then R, and under if. The word is earth. Alright. Last example for that, under if rule principle, we have the word both. This one, that is O, and this one is TH. So we have B and O. So what if we are going to use? It should be under if. Alright, so basically, those are the rules in using or joining under if. It's before or yeah, it's after O R L. Okay. But according to the rule, but in the word this, and then, and so on, and the rest of the letter or strokes or symbol, you are going to use what? Over if. Okay? This is over if and E and S. This. That's one. Okay? We have the over if and E and N. Then. Alright, so those are the the principles of joining the symbols. So according to the rule, circles like A and E, all right, is written where it's written in the direction like clockwise. Okay, clockwise on a straight line or between two straight line. All right. So example, May, that is a very simple word. We have to omit this one. According to the rule, you have to join the circle clockwise on a straight line. So M is a straight line, so you have to join circle clockwise. That is direction, clockwise. Now next, another point is that join the circle clockwise between two straight lines with the same direction. Example, uh, the word is name. Okay? N is straightforward. M is straightforward. Same direction. It's a forward symbol. So you have to join the circle clockwise because they have the same direction. And aside from the fact that both are straight lines. Okay, another example. Okay, the word is date. All right, we have to omit this one. D there is a straight line upward. T is also a straight line upward, same direction. So what are we going to do now in joining the circle? So we have to join that clockwise upward D, clockwise now, and then upward for letter T. So if we are going to ask why we join this circle clockwise, because it is in between two straight lines. And that is letter D, upward, T, upward. All right, next example. The word is stayed. All right, stayed. Okay, so we have to get the letter sounds. We have S, upward, T, clockwise for the circle because it is followed by an upward straight line also, which is letter D. All right. So that is the second principle in joining. As long as you're going to clockwise, write the circle clockwise after a straight line and in between two straight lines. Okay, that ends lesson 6. Actually, it's a recall part. It's just a review of lesson 1, 2, 3, the principles of joining all of the symbols because the very difficult part on the part of the students of the learner, how to join them, whether or not they're going to follow the direction of clockwise or counterclockwise and the like. So I hope it is now clear for you and everything is, well explained. And if you learned a lot from me, please don't forget to click that subscribe button below and the bell notifications. I hope to see you again on my next video. Thank you for watching.